Have you ever found yourself entering a trade without knowing if the market is trending or just moving sideways? Today, I'm going to show you a powerful TradingView indicator that can help you not only identify the market's direction, but also know when it's best to stay out. And more than that, I'll show you a strategy that relies on pullbacks to help you use it together with this indicator. Important notice: this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute a buy or sell recommendation. Every decision you make in the market is entirely your own responsibility. First, open any asset on TradingView, which is the platform we're going to use. In my case, I'm going to use the Euro USD on the 1-hour time frame. Then, click on Indicators and search for Smooth Gaussian Trend. It's this option here from Albo Alpha. You can just click on it, and that's it. It will show up on your chart, just like it did on mine. As soon as you add it, click on the gear icon up here so we can set up some important configurations. Scroll all the way down and click on these two options that I'm clicking on. Now, some important changes will be made to your chart. Also, in this part here, to make our time frame table bigger, we can select the medium option and click OK. This indicator is basically a trend ribbon that changes color, green for an uptrend and red for a downtrend. But it goes further. It shows you arrows when the market changes direction and intermediate signals when the price makes a pullback, for example. When the price pulls back and touches the band during a trend, it can create an entry opportunity, as long as the price respects that zone and continues in the main direction. Additionally, the intensity of the band's color changes according to the volume. The lighter the color, the greater the market participation. This helps avoid trading during periods of low liquidity. On the right side of the screen, you'll see a table with various time frames. It shows whether the market is in an uptrend, downtrend, or moving sideways. In up to 5 different time frames, you can choose which periods you want to monitor. I like to use 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, and 4 hours. This table is excellent for aligning your trades with the trend of longer or shorter time frames. The more confirmations, the better. This is the setup I use. If you want to use it, feel free. For the first tab here, we use period 150. For the second, just leave it as it is. Here, we'll set period 30, then period 7. I leave the volume enabled, so it will highlight when the candles have stronger buying or selling volume, making the candles lighter, like in these periods here on the side. And down here is what we already enabled before. See? These two options here are the ones we enabled earlier. Then you can just click OK. These are the settings I use to trade. Now let's move on to the pullback strategy one mentioned earlier. Rules for a buy entry. At least 4 out of the 5 time frames must be in an uptrend. The price needs to make a pullback and touch the Gaussian band, which is exactly this band right here. But it can't close below it, or if it does close below, it must quickly move back above. And you should wait for some kind of buy trigger, like what happened here. Notice, in this case, from this point on, the price started an uptrend. At this moment here, it came back to retest the Gaussian band. It broke below, but then quickly broke back above again, showing bullish strength. And here, at this moment, the indicator showed a mid-period arrow, which is this arrow that appears as the uptrend continues, when the price doesn't lose the band and keeps moving up. In other words, from this point here where the arrow appeared, I could have entered a buy position from here, and we know that the price only went up from that point on. So you could have entered on this candle, set your stop a little below the Gaussian band, and set your take profit at twice the risk, which would be about 1%. And the chart would have hit that target right up here. For a sell, you're going to do exactly the same thing, just the other way around. Notice how, at this point, the chart turned bearish. Here, it came back to retest. There wasn't a half-period arrow, but it did form a very strong engulfing candle. This red candle, also showing stronger selling pressure here, with the red color becoming more intense. So from this point, you could have entered, placing your stop a little above the Gaussian band and setting your target at twice the return. And the price ended up reaching it around here. And remember, you can also use this indicator on lower time frames. It will give you more signals, but there's also more noise, so you need to filter your entries even more carefully. Don't use this indicator by itself. Always combine it with price action, Fibonacci, and other methods. This indicator is powerful and comprehensive for showing you the trend. It confirms the pullback and even integrates volume as well. All of this in one place. With the pullback strategy, you have clear criteria to enter the market with more confidence. If you want more tutorials like this, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and see you in the next video.